So before I actually get into this video, I just want to note that I'm not going to be reviewing the food because I only had one item, so it's kind of not fair to I could review that particular item if I wanted to, but this is going to be more of an experience. Now, the reason why I came to this place in the first place is because I had a £10 voucher, but you can't actually use it for takeaway, which is really, really annoying. So if I had my own way, I wouldn't have even gone on and eaten. The only places I have actually been in to eat since COVID is McDonald's and KFC, which I don't technically kind of class as kind of like sitting, eating, because it's kind of just fast food, if that makes any sense. So anyway, you're not actually eating from a plate, and anyway, so I thought I'd share this experience. So first off, if you do want to go to Turtle Bay, even if you do want to just have drinks and stuff, you do have to book a table. So I'm going to assume no one sits at the bar anymore. It's just all kind of like tables. But anyway, so there's that. So you have to book ahead of time. I think the new thing to book it for drinks is a new thing. I didn't think they did it before the first lockdown. After the first lockdown, I think it's like a new thing after the second lockdown. I don't know, it's all freaking confusing. But anyway, so first off, you have to use the NHS track and trace if you're from the UK or even Ireland. You probably heard. I don't know. Does Ireland use any? I don't even know. Either way, if you're from the UK, you'll probably know what that is. So you have to use that, and then you also have to sanitize your hands before you go in. To note as well, each table has like a bottle of hand sanitizer if you do want to use it. After you've taken your mask out and stuff like that, which I'll get to in a minute. They do say on their website that you do have to go in with the mask on. I did see a few people that didn't, but I'd rather do it anyway, so I only took it off when my food came and when my drinks came and that sort of thing. So do that, bear in mind. Another thing to note as well, which you may find off-putting, because technically they have that on their website, but when I went in, there was like two waiters, well, one waiter, one bar staff. They weren't wearing masks, so it's kind of one of these practice what you preach. Because at this point, I'm not that completely bothered about it anymore. I'm happy to, I'm kind of more relaxed than I was like the start of the pandemic, so it didn't really bother me, but it might bother some people. Do bear in mind this is the one at Derby. I don't know if they always do it, they might not always do it, but just a note, just I thought I'd mention it anyway, just in case, obviously, because some people may be a bit bothered about it. You can pay by cash if you want to, but obviously they do advise and they'd rather you pay by cards, contactless, they'd rather that than cash. But it's not one of those places like Birds where you have to pay by card. From what I could see, the tables are like next to each other. There was like a clear barrier in between. Obviously, the ones that were like behind each other, you didn't need a barrier anyway. But the ones where the tables are like next to each other, there was like a clear plastic barrier thingy. So I went during breakfast, like as soon as it opened, which was 10. I know some open it from like 10:30, but the one in Derby opens from 10. And there wasn't anyone, but I think two parties not parties, but two groups kind of came in around 11, but that's the time where like they have like the bottomless kind of brunch sort of thing. But it wasn't that busy, obviously. I can't really tell you for like evening and stuff, but like morning, I mean, to be fair, most people go to Turtle Bay for drinks mostly than the actual food, but I know they do try and plug the breakfast, because I know if you get the, well, obviously this depends on which place you actually go to, because as I said, they have a few different opening times, but with the one in Derby, if you go at 10, you can actually have unlimited drinks, like coffee, not alcohol, but like coffee, soft drinks, from 10 till 11. So if you get there early, you know, you can have unlimited drinks. I only had like a cappuccino and an orange juice because, I mean, I was going to drink loads and I'd just been to the gym anyway, so I had quite a lot of liquids already. For a quick review of what I did actually have, I did have the Honey Bunny Yardybird, which is Bararati. Ratti, I probably said that completely wrong, but it's like, it looked like some kind of like flatbread, but like fried, along with a piece of fried breaded chicken, and then diced watermelon, and then it was kind of garnished with syrup. It was some sort of syrup. Just want to say that I like, as I said, the one in Derby opens at 10, but I wouldn't have been able to have that any earlier because it's so greasy. Obviously because it's like fried, but I'm kind of not used to like overly fried stuff anyway. But it's fried obviously, but it is quite greasy. And like, don't get me wrong, I have had fry up before at like 9 o'clock and stuff, but obviously when you do it at home it's not as greasy as if you were to go somewhere else and have like a fry up and stuff, but it is quite greasy. Like, my stomach probably wouldn't have taken it any later. I didn't have to wait long for my food either. As I said, the table's at 10, but I only had to wait about just under half an hour for the food to actually come. But yeah, as I said, like, if you're somebody who has a sensitive stomach, I wouldn't have it. If you want to try this, I wouldn't have it any earlier than 10 because it is, as I said, it is quite greasy. But if your stomach can handle it, then, you know, whatever. But yeah, that is it for this video. So bye guys.